It is gray and dreary out there, but surprisingly mild.
Not too bad. I didn't need a super heavy jacket outside this afternoon, but George, is it going to cool down at all?
It is not. It is going to continue to be mild, guys. It has been that kind of fall, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has.
Yeah, it's going to be another mild weekend here in West Michigan, and for the most part, it will be dry once again. 13 weather ball is green. No change to the 50s foreseen, well above our average high, which is in the 40s. Another day to do some hunting of the white-tailed deer. We are looking at upper 30s for overnight lows. A little cooler than last night, but well above freezing. Light winds overnight, maybe a few breaks opening up, but mainly a cloudy weekend, including tomorrow. We'll be up to 52 degrees. Sun coming up at 7:36, going down at 5:17 on your Saturday. A couple of breaks along the lakeshore. Muskegon, you saw a hint of some sunshine. A few breaks there in Grand Haven as well. A few lake effect clouds out over the lake. Temperatures responded to at least a break or two in the cloud cover. Made it to at least the low 50s here in Grand Rapids, and now we're cooling off a little bit, which is usually the case this time of night. Upper 40s to the north. We had that break right along the lakeshore. You kind of see, yeah, there it is, right in there. That's it. It's pretty overcast just about everywhere. Northeastern U.S. in the remnants of that low that has now moved well to our east. Focusing our attention on the next weather system that is going to bring a cold front through on Sunday afternoon. I think that's going to come through dry. However, temperatures are in the 50s off to our south. We'll be back up into the 50s again during the day tomorrow, and even warmer on Sunday. Let's break it down hour by hour. Here overnight, we're going to stay pretty overcast. On Saturday, I think we're going to stay cloudy, maybe a couple of breaks in the clouds, so we'll call it mostly cloudy. Sunday, you can see there's that cold front coming through. There's very few chances of seeing any rain that at least that means anything, so another overcast day expected. Rainfall, we're going to take you through the weekend. You can see no measurable rain here in GR and even 500s up in Traverse City. It is next week when we change the weather pattern to bring in a lot more precipitation. We're going to start this and stop this on Sunday, or I should say Monday night. Watch all this rain come in Monday night. It'll last through Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and even Saturday. Yes, by Sunday, there could be 1 to 2 inches of rain in our area, and we're leaning more toward rain, if anything at all. Wouldn't be surprised for a couple of snowflakes, but you can see the models now showing still no snow here in West Michigan. Even the amounts to the south and east may be overdone. We have to get a little bit closer to get a little better idea to see if we're going to see any accumulating snow. Going to stick with no accumulating snow here. In fact, the long range outlook, November 21 through 25, says our temperatures are just going to cool off to near average, which is in the low and mid 40s. Yes, it's not 50s, but it is low and mid 40s, and a slightly higher chance, but pretty much an equal chance of more or less precipitation during that 5-day period. Tonight, mostly cloudy, above freezing, mid 30s to the northern lakeshore, upper 30s south. Northern areas down into the mid 30s, maybe as warm as 38 in Greenville. Here in the greater Grand Rapids area, we'll stop in the upper 30s to near 40. 13 on your side forecast. Virtually dry all weekend long. 51 tomorrow, 58 Sunday, mid and upper 50s Monday and Tuesday. Look at all those rain chances, and it becomes a windy Tuesday and then very windy as that system moves through next Thursday and Friday. And that's when we're going to cool off and perhaps keep an eye on whether there'll be any snow or not.
Not too bad of a weekend for this late November, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thanks, George.
Another gray, typically gray mid-November day here in West Michigan. The only thing not typical about it is the mild temperatures this time of year. But this weekend, looking promising. 13 weather ball is green. We'll hang on to the 50s for seen. As far as walking the dog, still kind of an overcast night for Lady there. Hunter or Joy, we're going to give you the green paw this evening. There'll be a few breaks in the clouds tonight and during the day tomorrow. A little cooler tonight than it was last night. We'll dip into the mid and upper 30s for overnight lows. Green paw in the morning as well. Football tomorrow, mostly cloudy to partly cloudy over toward Ann Arbor. Winds will be light, so the 53 will feel like 53 as the Wolverines take on Northwestern. And down in South Bend, same time, 3:30, 54 degrees. Light south-southeast wind, morning clouds, afternoon sunshine there in South Bend. A little bit more sun tomorrow than we saw today. Very few breaks where the solar energy farms were located, and winds will be very light again during the day tomorrow, very similar to what we saw today. A couple of breaks along the lakeshore. We saw a brief bit of some clearing around Muskegon down through Grand Haven. most part it's been overcast. The remnants of that low pressure system that moved to our east about 24 hours ago. Now we have high moving on in, so winds will be light and variable tonight and during the day tomorrow, and then turn around to the south. We're going to hang on to the clouds for the most part overnight. We'll call it mostly cloudy because you might get a brief glimpse of the full moon, which just rose here about an hour and a half ago. Cloudy skies again during the day on Saturday, and even into Sunday. We got a very weak front coming through. I think it will come through mainly dry, so overcast or mostly cloudy skies as the winds turn around more to the southwest. It'll be a little bit breezy on Sunday as well. As far as rainfall, you can see this is all the way through Sunday. We have no measurable rain here in West Michigan, a little bit more maybe up toward Ludington. It's after that where you're going to consider to have a lot of wet weather gear starting Monday night. It's going to rain every single day starting Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday into Friday and into Saturday. We could see an inch or two of some rainfall. And is any of that going to be snow? Well, right now our models are showing no accumulating or measurable snow here in West Michigan. Models are trying to struggle about where they're going to place the heavy snow with the next one. Now it is off to our south and east. We'll keep an eye on it next week. After that, long-range outlook for Thanksgiving. Temperatures return to higher chances for warmer readings, still low and mid-40s. Could be in the upper 40s, and the storm track looks like it's going to be back to our west, so an equal chance of more or less rain or snow. Forecast for tonight, mostly cloudy, mid and upper 30s at the lakeshore, light north wind. A little bit cooler north, the mid and upper 30s here, around 34 along US 10, 36 in Fremont, and the upper 30s to near 40 here in the greater Grand Rapids area southward. 13 on your side forecast. Mild temperatures tomorrow, 51 on Saturday, 58 on Sunday, still upper 50s Monday and Tuesday as the rain moves in Monday night. Moves in and lasts from Tuesday through at least Friday into Saturday. Second half of next week, we will cool off back into the 40s and get very windy Thursday and Friday. So been very untypical so far.
Sure is. Thank you, George.
You know, we're halfway into November, and West Michigan is still waiting for that first snow of the season.
So let's talk about snow on the horizon. Meteorologist Blake Hansen shares the 13 on your side weather impact team's latest thoughts if the snow is near, Blake.
Yeah, of course, George mentioning much of next week featuring the opportunity of rain basically each and every day. There is still some signs that we could see our first flakes of the season towards next weekend. Let's dive into the guts of the atmosphere, and we're looking kind of halfway up in our sky. And what's going to develop next week is what we call this upper level low, and that's what's going to drive much of our chance of rain next week, especially as the week goes on. As of now, based on the strength and positioning of this upper level low pressure system, this would favor still above freezing temperatures here in West Michigan, and with above freezing temperatures, that means rain is favored, as you saw in George's forecast. I think the bigger takeaway as next week goes on is that it'll be quite windy here at home. So if you're trying to get Christmas decorations up, this will be the weekend to do so because it'll turn quite windy late in the week. Here's where snow could sneak back into the forecast. It would be towards next weekend if we see enough cold air wrapped behind this system. But as of now, it's just not looking likely we will see much, if any, in the way of snow. Our favorite model, the European model, indicating, yeah, little to no snowfall late next week into next weekend, maybe just some minor lake effect snow. Some other model data, yeah, indicates we could see some minor snow shower opportunities, but if you're looking for big time winter, yeah, I think you're gonna have to wait a little bit longer than late next week into next weekend.
George, so much going on this weekend, from the holiday events that are now underway to high school football tonight, and not bad for that.
Very, very true, Juliet. It is another quiet night for high school football. It has been a terrific autumn for that.
It has been.
Pretty good for college football as well this year. And I think that's also going to continue this weekend. Very little, if any, chances for rain. That's going to change next week. For your Saturday, 13 weather wall is green, so no change to the 50s foreseen. We did climb into the 50s today. 54 in South Haven, 55 Benton Harbor, 53 the warm spot here in our viewing area, 51 out at the airport in Grand Rapids. Not quite as warm as last year's 59, but another day above average. We came within our target range, and we're back on track here today. We've only had 2 misses out of the past 31 days. So we put up another red flag there for the number of warmer days here in the past 31. We only had 3 at or below average. We had Michigan football. They have a bye week this week. Got ahead of myself. They do play Northwestern next weekend, but this weekend Michigan State's playing at Champaign, Illinois, and partly cloudy in the afternoon with some morning clouds. Nice day, 52 degrees. We're talking about the warmer than average weather pattern. This has continued this week. You can see the winds out of the southwest all the way through Sunday. Not enough Gulf moisture. It starts to tap the Gulf later on this early part of next week. It starts to bring some rain in starting Monday night, and that's going to last not only through Wednesday, but into Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. That low is going to go through. It is going to bring in some cooler air eventually starting Thursday, so our highs will drop out of the 50s back down into the 40s. I don't think it's going to have enough cold air with it to create a lot of snow. I think it's going to be mostly in the form of rain, and even after that pulls away, the flow turns back to the west and southwest, so another milder Thanksgiving week. This is the amount of rain, all of this coming starting Monday night through next Sunday. There's a good slug of rain over the eastern half of the country. In terms of snowfall, it's going to be mostly rain. There may be some pockets of snow like in through here, and all of that would be later next week and out here in Montana and the Northwest. As far as precipitation, you can see most of it occurs starting very late Monday all the way through next Saturday, perhaps into Sunday, inch and a half perhaps here in Grand Rapids. Your model is showing no snow during that same time period. It'll all be around us. And as far as winds, yes, it is going to be windy on the back side of that system. That will be on Thursday. Kind of breezy Sunday, but the highest winds will occur Thursday out of the north, maybe gusts to 40+ miles per hour. Long range outlook, every Friday we get the long range outlook. That is for the November 30th through December 13th. Look at this. High chances for warmer temperatures. This does not say snow. And a higher chance for more precipitation, but if it's going to be warm, most likely rain. Forecast for tomorrow, no rain, mostly cloudy skies, low and possibly even mid-50s. South wind will be picking up. Upper 40s along US 10, 50+ elsewhere, northern part of our viewing area. Low 50s here in the greater Grand Rapids area, maybe a peak or two at the sun. 13 on your side forecast. Virtually dry, kind of breezy at the lakeshore Sunday as we hit upper 50s all the way through Tuesday. Rain again Monday night all the way through next Friday with some wind and colder weather second half of next week.